Rock Point 256.
Welcome to a changing world.
Rock Point 256.
Welcome to another way of thinking.
Rock Point 256.
Yeah. Believe in yourself and in your heart.
Come with me to Rock
Hey,
Point.
discover the rock in you.
Come with me to Rock Point. Rock Point.
Rock Point 256. Discover the rock in you.
Hey, someone is exposing your unborn child to HIV. Someone is possibly going to pass the virus on to your baby. This is someone you know. Someone close to your unborn child and closer to you. This person could be you.
If you are not tested for HIV, you are putting your unborn child at risk. The moment you get pregnant, go together as a couple for HIV testing and ARV treatment if positive. Attend antenatal care and plan to give birth in a health facility to guarantee that your child is born HIV negative and lives the good life. This message is brought to you by Ministry of Health with support from USAID. A good life starts with good health.
Rock Point 256.
It is time for episode 366 of Rock Point 256. Hope you had a good week. If it wasn't, just sit back and watch your weekend become perfect with today's episode of Rock Point 256. First, let's remind ourselves of what happened last week in episode 365.
Chantal storms John after discovering that her baby is HIV positive.
How could you? John, how could you?
How could I what?
How could you infect me with HIV?
What?
How could you infect my baby?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, you gave me AIDS.
Monday asks the sub-county chief for some money to construct a latrine in the market. Chief does not have any money. He asks Monday to get it from his business.
Maybe you should get some money from your business and we first sort this out.
Are you out of your mind, Chief? You talk as if you didn't eat part of that money. Did I eat it alone?
Monday, I don't want to go to prison.
You will if you don't act fast.
If I go down, I swear you'll go down with me, Monday.
And now, on Rock Point 256, episode 366.
Rock Point 256. Discover the rock in you.
John and Joanne, I applaud both of you for working on your differences and staying together to support one another at this time.
I must say that I owe it all to my wife, Doctor. Joanne is a gift of God to me.
I could say the same thing about you, my husband. He has done a lot to make up for all our problems.
That is why I maintain that I am proud of both of you.
Oh,
Thank you,
Doctor.
And may I add, John, that I appreciate you escorting your wife for a third antenatal visit. Men in Rock Point should borrow a lift from you.
Thank you for appreciating, Doctor. And also, both of us couldn't do it without your guidance and counseling.
That is encouraging to hear. Joanne,
Yes.
I have ever talked to you about elimination of mother-to-child transmission of HIV.
Yes, Doctor.
We will give you some more drugs to reduce the risk of infecting your baby with HIV during your pregnancy and at birth.
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
After examining you, I am happy to tell you that the baby is properly positioned.
Oh, that makes me very happy.
That is good news, Doctor.
Today, you will also take your second dose of malaria medication.
Thank you, Doctor.
John,
Yes, Doctor.
I hope that you are involved in the preparation for the arrival of the baby.
I try my best.
Make sure Joanne has her mama kit, transport to the hospital, someone to help her for the first 3 months after delivery, some money for necessities, and also buy some basics for baby to begin with.
We have prepared most things, and we also bought some things for the baby.
I'm glad to hear that. I would like both of you to take a TB test and also to check your viral load.
Okay, Doctor.
We have also talked about your diet a few times.
Yes, doctor.
Do you remember what we discussed?
We should eat 3 meals a day.
Mm-hmm.
Each meal should include a bodybuilding food, an energy-giving food, and a protective food.
That's right. I would also encourage you to use condoms to avoid reinfecting each other.
If only I hadn't gone to Jembe.
We have all faced challenges by your going to Jembe. It is a learning experience for all of us. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Joan is right, John. Let us focus on what we can all do to sort out the challenge we have at hand.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
We will now go and organize ourselves even better.
The warm-up was good, team. Are we enough to make 2 football teams? Yes, JB. Vincent can be on my team and upon on yours. Okay, thanks, Blasio. Now, team, let us divide ourselves into 2 teams and start the football practice. Pass the ball to center, Vincent. Ofana, over here. Vincent, we have to get the ball back.
This is the football pitch I was telling you about.
So where do you want me to start measuring from?
I want you to measure the whole football pitch. I want to know roughly how many taxis can park here and...
Hey, Mr. Monday! Did I hear you say you're measuring a football pitch to find out how many taxis can park in here? Are you planning on selling it?
This is none of your business, Blasio. It is about developing Rock Point Village.
And who is that gentleman?
He is my visitor, JB.
Sir, who are you?
I'm a surveyor.
If you know what is good for you, run as fast as your legs can carry you and leave this place. If you don't, we will beat you so badly that you won't be able to recognize yourself.
JB, you have no right to talk to my visitor like that.
Take your visitor to your land. I'm not a football pitch. And you, man, I want to see your back now.
You boys, who do you think you are? Gentlemen, don't mind these young boys. They are just barking dogs.
Mr. Man, let me go. I don't want to bring trouble here.
Yes, go now. And you, Chairman Mand, explain, like Blasio asked you, why are you measuring the football pitch? And why do you want to know how many taxis fit here?
Now, JB, you should not use that tone of voice with me. Don't forget that I'm your leader. And besides, I can call the police to arrest you now.
Don't threaten us, Mr. Monday. Where are they?
Just do anything silly, and they will be faster than lightning.
This one thinks we are joking, JB. Ofuno, listen, one of you get a rope and we tap this man until he tells us what he's planning to do with our football pitch.
Don't think you'll use your powers to step over people like that.
We have not committed any crime. Why are you calling the police?
Hello? Osi? Yes, it is me, Mandy. I need some policemen here at the football field immediately. Yeah, there is some commotion here that needs your urgent attention. Yes. Let it be soon.
We shall go to jail, but our field will not be turned into a taxi park.
Be careful, because you regret what you are saying when it is now too late.
But why are you calling the police? Is this field not ours?
You will explain yourself at the police post.
Dale, Steve, is Blessing at home?
How are you, Peace? Blessing is not at home.
I apologize for not greeting you first.
It's all right.
My thoughts are not with me right now.
We all get like that sometimes.
Do you know where Dale is?
No, I don't know where Dale is. I'm sorry about what happened at school.
So am I. Hey, how did you know?
Joy told us about it.
Oh.
And I'm sorry that Damali got into trouble. So, how did it go with the headmaster?
Can you imagine that he told me to pay for a new book to replace the one that Damali tore?
That is what they do in all schools, Peace.
But the book was extremely old, Steve. It was so old that it was held with loose strings and chewing gum.
Yeah, that is too much.
Yes. So why should I be made to pay for an old book? Damali even told me that all the books that they use in class are very old.
That is worrying.
What I think is, if it is true that the government sends money for the books, then the headmaster eats that money.
Do you think so?
Otherwise, why are there no new books in the classrooms for children to use?
We need to find out what's going on.
Robert,
Yes, Father.
come quickly.
Okay, Father.
What is the matter, Father? Is there a problem?
Yes, there is a big problem.
What is the problem?
I want you to give me all the money you have.
Give you all the money I have?
Yes.
Why? For what?
Don't ask me questions, boy. Do as I say.
But I have to buy fuel and kerosene today.
That will have to wait.
I put the last petrol in that car that just drove off.
That is okay. Now bring me the money.
So when will I buy the fuel and kerosene?
As soon as I get the money.
When?
Now stop asking me questions.
I am not just asking for the sake of asking, Father. But it is not good for business when customers come and go back empty-handed.
Robert, you don't know what it means when everybody expects you to fix everything that is wrong in Rock Point Village. When everybody is calling you, Mandy, there is a problem here, and there, and everywhere.
Hey, are you taking the money to solve Rock Point problems?
That is what all people in Rock Point want me to do. I have become a fixing machine for all problems in Rock Point.
But what will I tell my customers if they come to buy fuel?
Tell them that there is no fuel.
But Dad, what exactly do you want the money for?
Robert, can you stop asking me your annoying questions and give me the money I asked for? I will explain to you later at the right time.
Johnny? John?
Hey, Dale, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you? I heard the whistling from far and I knew it was you. I can see you as busy as always.
A man has to eat and also provide for his family. I'm just disentangling this net to prepare for the next catch of fish tonight.
Good for you.
You have not been in circulation in Rock Point Village for a while. You have been as rare as a beard on a fish.
Yes. Sometimes a man has got to do what a man has got to do.
I guess you're right. So, where have you been and when did you get back?
I have been doing this and that in a place far away, and I'll be going and coming as I please until my business is sorted.
It's like you're hiding something, Dale. What are you hiding?
Nothing, John. In fact, I'll treat you to a drink when I return. You can ask me whatever questions you have and I'll answer them.
That's fair enough.
I heard that you visit the health center with your wife these days.
You heard right, and I'm happy to do it.
Are you the one carrying the baby to go for antenatal visits? Men do not do that in Rock Point Village. It's like you don't have anything important to do.
Actually, it is real men like me who escort their wives for antenatal visits.
Maybe you're paying for your sins in Jembe Island.
How I support my wife is none of your business, Dale.
So now you are boasting that you are the perfect husband. Who are you trying to impress?
At least I'm here for my family. Not like you who disappears to God knows where, abandoning your family with nothing. What kind of man does that make you?
I rarely see the two of you together.
That's true, Judith.
How are you, Peace?
As well as I can manage. You're looking as good as always.
Thank you. And how's the family?
Fair.
How are you, Steve?
I'm fine, Judith. How are you?
I'm well. How is Blessing and the girls?
They're fine. How is Kuma and the children? Or shall I say the young adults?
They're all well. You're welcome. So what do I owe this pleasantly surprising visit?
As a member of the school management committee, we have questions we believe you have answers to.
I'll give you answers where I can and refer you where I can't.
It's about the money the government sends to schools. I have an idea, but I want to be certain.
What do you want to know about it?
How does someone know how much money comes to the school?
Actually...
let us ask all the questions we have and then you give us answers.
Okay, Peace, as you wish.
How do we know when the money comes?
How do we know how it is used?
And what proof do we have that the money was used for the right thing?
Very simply put. You can find that information from the notice board outside the headmaster's office.
Really?
Yes.
Are you sure that information is there?
It's a requirement by the government that all the schools pin up the UPE funds information on the school notice boards for public viewing.
Is Is it okay if we want to look at it?
Of course. The reason why the information is displayed outside the headmaster's office is so that everyone who wants to see it can see it.
Welcome back from the commercial break, dear listeners. We are still tuned to Rock Point FM. I'm still your host, and Rebecca is my name, with your favorite program, People's Voice. The question is, do you support the idea that the land where the football pitch is located should be turned into a business center with a taxi park and shops? Please call in and let us know your views. Hello?
Hello, Rebecca. I have a few questions for you. Who owns that land? Is this a private development or a council development? If it's a private development, who sold the land to the investor? And also...
Madam, before you continue, please let us know your name and where you're calling from. Oh, we've lost our caller. If you can, madam, please call back. Good. I think she's called back. Hello, madam.
My name is Sandra.
I'm very sorry, Sandra. I thought you were the lady who got cut off. Welcome to our program. Tell us your comment or question.
I'm calling from Rock Point Market.
Sandra, I'm very happy to hear from you. The business community in Rock Point must be excited about this new development.
On the contrary, the market traders are not happy.
Why not?
I personally don't support the idea of destroying a pit that has been used by the sportsmen and women, both young and old.
Okay. Tell us why.
And by the way, where's the money coming from? Yet the LC3 chairman has been saying that they don't have money.
Maybe that is what was in the budget.
The taxi park and shops are not more important than the bridge. We have to sell and buy produce from neighboring villages. Let them first repair the bridge.
Oh, we've lost Sandra. Thank you for calling, Sandra. The lines are still open. Please call and let us know your views.
There's a small blackboard here, please.
Hey, let us see what is written on it.
But it's so dirty.
And the writing is not very clear, Steve.
The school should invest in buying a duster to clean it.
You're right. Then they can clean it properly.
Before writing on it.
That will definitely help us to read what they've written better.
It reads capitation grant.
Hey, see the date the money was sent.
And the amount of money that was sent.
Even the date they received the money is here.
But the way the money was spent is not displayed here.
So how do we find out how it was spent?
Or that it was spent on the things it was supposed to be spent on.
I wish you could talk to teacher Pamela.
That won't be possible right now, please. Because all the teachers are in the class teaching.
I dare not go back to the headmaster.
Why?
I have bothered him enough by insisting that he let Dorothea return to school before I complete my contribution for the construction of the pit latrine.
Don't worry, Peace. I will get to the bottom of this.
I like the energy you're working with, guys. Digging a pit latrine is no easy job. Keep it up. The pit latrine should be 6 feet deep.
All that? For what?
The population in the market that will be using the latrine is so large, so it has to be deep enough.
But still, that is a lot of work, JB.
Blasio, if possible, it would have been 8 feet deep.
But if we dig so deep, we might reach the water table. That would not be good, despite the fact that you want something which will last.
I understand, Ofono. Just be careful.
Anyway, the way I look at it is, the deeper the pit, the more money for me. So I'll gather the energy I need to complete the task.
But the ground is very hard. JB, look for more tools to help us break this ground. Otherwise, there will be no way we'll be able to dig 6 feet deep.
If you boys are not able to do the work alone, I could connect you to the drill core team.
No.
We need to pocket all our money.
That is right. Times are hard. we're also thankful that we have got this job, JB.
That's true. Jobs are so hard to come by these days.
I know. A time comes when you don't even have 5,000 shillings in your pocket, and you look at everything you need as if you don't want it.
Even a necessity becomes a luxury.
I know, Fono, I know. This experience of the pit latrine has taught me something. What has it taught you, Blas? Hey, it has taught me that when you push for something, you get it.
Hey, that's true.
Hey.
After we accomplish this task, what should be the next one?
The bridge. Hey, we must push for the bridge to be repaired. That will be strategic planning. How do you intend to do that, Blasio? I have no idea, JB. But I'm sure if we put our heads together, we can come up with something.
All the maternity dresses look nice, John. Which one should I buy?
Pick the one you really like, Joan.
The one on the brown clothes rack at 10,000. And the ones on the orange clothes rack are 15,000.
Don't worry about how much the maternity dresses cost. Just pick the one you like.
This is truly my lucky day. Let me see. Here, this blue one.
It looks a little small to me. I think you will be better off with a dress wide and free.
Okay, let me check again. Look at this pink one. It is really nice.
Aha. Yes, it is, Joan. And it suits the color of your skin to perfection.
It costs 15,000.
Oh, here is the money.
Oh, thank you very much, John. I can't wait to wash it and put it on.
I'm glad you like it. Now, let me see the list for the baby's things.
Wait a minute. Let me get it for you.
Okay. Baby sheets, baby suits, vests, sweaters, pairs of booties.
Turn the paper over. There are more items.
Hey, the list continues. It's a very long list. This is too much.
It is not too much, John.
Joan, this is a very, very long list.
Just imagine what would happen on a day it rains and we have very few baby clothes.
But
will we dress up baby in dirty clothes or wet clothes?
Baby clothes are small. We can always get a small cloth rack and hang them inside the house and they will dry.
But, John...
Babies grow very fast. The baby might outgrow the clothes even before wearing them if there are too many.
John, wait.
No, Joan. You wait and listen to me for a minute, please.
Okay.
We have already bought some clothes for the baby to start with. We will continue to buy more as and when we need to.
Admire this couple.
What is so admirable about the two?
Very many things. How many men have you seen shopping for their unborn babies with their pregnant wives like John?
But what difference does it make?
My friend, there's a very big difference. Shopping with one's pregnant wife is one sure way of proving that you care about her and the baby.
That is only done by idle men. If you're a busy man, surely you cannot waste time going around from one corner of the market to the other looking for nappies and sweaters.
You are talking like the Deos of Rock Point. What is the responsibility of a father in the home?
To look for money.
You're mistaken.
How?
A responsible man takes care of his family beyond money issues. It is your duty to make sure that your family is happy, and happiness is not only about money.
I try to believe you, but I still find it hard.
Why do you think rich men's wives have a tendency of visiting boda men? Sometimes they look for what their men do not do to make them happy. It is the small things that matter most. Can't you see the change in Joy's life? It's all because of the small things Steve does for her and with her.
Okay, but talking about Steve, these days he's getting tight with peace.
Birds of the same feather always flock together, now that he's also getting involved in the education of his children.
Isn't it amazing that even an illiterate parent like Peace can take keen interest in the education of her children and support them so they perform better?
It is not magic. If you know that someone is going to demand that you account for your time, money spent and all, you'll put more effort into whatever you're doing. The same applies to children. If they know their parents will look at their books and applaud them for good performance or scold them for poor performance, they'll struggle to do well in class.
It is true. And it is the same reason why Monday got money from God knows where to repair the bridge. It's because people were in his neck.
Monday's actions are really making young people think hard. We have a message from Naijahariwe Arthur Kato from Kabuyanda in Isinjiro. He says, "Thank you, Rock Point 256. As the youth in my village, we would also like to bring development in our area, like the youth of Rock Point are doing."
Politicians are clever. Now that Manda's given money for the construction of the latrine, people will forget all his wrongs.
Okay, let's wait and see what's going to happen, but I doubt. The people of Rock Point are sick and tired of leaders who do not deliver.
Another listener called in saying, parents need to visit their children's schools and talk to the teachers, the way Steve visited and even appreciated teacher Pamela. It boosts their morale.
Thank you for that message. Parents really need to appreciate that children spend most of their time with teachers in school. Some appreciation from parents and guardians is encouraging to teachers. This term, let us make an effort to visit our children's schools and discuss their performance, or even just say thank you to the teachers.
Right. Let's also share those testimonies after the visits to the schools. Tell us how your visit was received. At the end of the term, share with us if your child's performance has improved.
We'll be waiting. And now we have to leave you. It's sad, but there are several ways we can keep in touch before the next episode of Rock Point 256.
That's true. If you need counseling or information concerning youth participation in politics, parents' involvement in the education of their children, abstinence, family planning, pregnancy, male circumcision, alcohol abuse, violence, or other health issues, please call our hotline on telephone number 0800 200 600 or visit a health facility near you.
You can also send us letters to Communication for Development Foundation Uganda, CDFU, at PO Box 8734 Kampala, or send us an SMS on telephone number 0776 256 256.
Alternatively, drop your letter at this radio station and it will get to us. We would love to hear more from the students and pupils too. Join us on Facebook or Twitter and leave a comment or a message, or send us an email at our email address rockpoint@cdfug.co.ug.
If you have access to the internet, check out any episodes you missed on YouTube. Just search for Rock Point 256 and you can listen to any of our past or present episodes.
Now, remember to tune in next week, same station, same time for another exciting episode of
Rock Point 256. Rock Point 256 is brought to you by Communication for Development Foundation Uganda, CDFU, and made possible with support from the Democratic Governance Facility,
New Heights, with clearance from Uganda AIDS Commission and funding from United States Agency for International Development, USAID.
and from Twaweza, Uganda. It takes one person to make change happen. Change ni mimi, ni wewe, ni sisi. Change is me, it's you, it's us.
Uganda has the youngest population in the world, with 77% of Uganda's population being under the age of 30. This should then ensure you, the youth, are involved in every part of society. That is one way you can hold your local leaders accountable. Do you know the government programs for your area? Has your LC3 told you about them? Do you know that your area member of parliament is supposed to follow up on the implementation of these government programs? Do you know that your area member of parliament is supposed to work with the LC leaders to review the government program as provided by Section 10 of the Local Government Act?
Listen to Rock Point 256 and learn more about what the Constitution says about this.